Good morning, laddies. My name is Chaz, and welcome to the What If Deku Had the Powers of Infinity. So, this is, and to just get some some stuff up, he didn't have the Infinity Stones, not compared to like Thanos. Huh? Here, hold on, make sure. Yeah. So yeah, the Zuko actually has powers of them. Not just like someone else's. What if Deku had powers of reality? Or reality powers? No. This is my own version. So, let's begin. And I am adding zooming to this what if so that she stays, or she basically she still has a quirk, but she stays as or I'm trying to look for a word. She's closer to the canon version of her brother from canon. So yeah, I know that the entire canon of My Hero Academia will close and for the manga, but if they made a alternate one, would be like, what if Deku, or no, not what if Deku, My Sister Academia. That would be a cool idea. So, let's begin. With that out of the way, now let's jump right into it. So, Zuko and Zumi been born. They go to the court doctor at age of 4. As Zuko was born without a limit. His sister has a limit. It's basically, in this alternate timeline, there's tier lists. But there's sometimes there needs to be a restrictions for those. Quirkless has unlimited, or no restrictions. And quirks have their own, kind of like, how will I put this? You know how the human Pikachu guy, he gets shocked all the time? In the beginning of the, seasons? Well, it's like that, but on a whole nother level. Powers is similar to so the abilities are similar to the quirks. Actual powers, is similar to quirkless. That doesn't mean they're powerless, but they have powers that are unlimited. So that plus the value of those is higher than, because quirkless has 0 cents stuff, and quirks have $100. abilities is $1 million. But then, or actually $1 bazillion. And for powers, or in this universe that I created, is double, or no, not doubles, triples that by the 9.8 sextillion tons. Yeah, that's a lot of money. That's higher than every quirked person put together. Yeah. So, with that out of the way, so the Quark Doctor tells. So, at the Quark Doctor thing, the Quark Doctor tells Zumi that she has a quirk and she can become a hero. As then he switches over to Zuko and tells him he's quirkless, and yeah. So yeah, that broke Zuko's heart because he's more, as he doesn't want for his friend. Yeah, so his parents threw him away like a piece of trash. But we all know, in this, if you have hanged around in this channel before, that's usually not the case. Means so a time skip. The 2:15, or actually to 7 years old, or no, 8. Yeah, 8 years old. As Zuko, well, because his parents ignored him or actually got rid of him and banished him from their house. His sister hates him. And yeah, basically he doesn't truly care about anyone, as he just goes to a quirkless school and back home, or back to the roads. So he goes to quirkless school, comes back. But yeah, but one day Zuko's who was just laying down, went to sleep. But because one of his powers, he actually activated his power or before in his sleep, as it teleported him in a dream to the Doomsday Zuko's world. Yeah. He teleported into a metaverse. There he met every alternate Zuko as even including the Doomsday Zuko. As in this alternate version of it is a female Doomsday Zuko. Yeah. She kind of looks like a mix between Bunny Girl, without her bunny ears and the bunny tail thing, mixed with Doomsday and the Doomsday a or female Doomsday Zuko looks so much like Zumi. Yeah. So he meets all the alternates as they all told him that no matter if you're quirkless or quirked, you're always part of our clan. Yeah, Azumi, or should I say, Doomsday Zumi, because saying a female version of Doomsday Zuko is quite a mouthful. So Doomsday Zumi ends up like saying, yeah, Neem, you and I, or all of us, believe that we're quirkless. Some of us are. But you're most powerful. So they unlocked his powers for him. As he thanks them for it. So when they got back when he got back to when he woke up in his world, he's like, huh. As he starts smiling, as he feels so much better about himself. And Zuko used his own version of every power. No? Because let's say some bullies that were like from his old school, minus Bakugo. First of all, were picking on him. But Zuko says, I'm having a great day, or greatest day. Oh, really? Show us. All right. As Zuko activates his power, as you see a silhouette of Zuko standing, as he activates his powers, and is there like, is this some party trick or something? You might say that, but look at me. As they see stuff flying around, as the bullies are like, oh crud, as they start running or try to run, but Zuko used his time warping abilities. He had so much power. Or as he stopped time itself. As he grabs, or he used his telekinesis thing, and bringing all three bullies and crushed all three of them. Not physically, but mentally crushed them. So basically, they're in the insane asylum, basically. So then because with how much power Zuko has, as he calms himself down, as he trains himself to every day. So he was at age of 8. So time skip to 15. And Zuko was at that point. And Zuko's just smiling. He's all laughing. As of course we have people confused. Or actually, we see the the his or used to be his beloved Ochako, but then the his friend, I can't spell his name, so I just not that one. B and no, it's I was counting. So yeah, so Chaco ends up was walking around with Bakugo because they both were dating each other's because they used or Ochako used to date Zuko, but then when he was quirkless, Zuko or Chaco just said, "I'm out. I'm dating. I'm dumping you." So yeah. So then she ends up going to Bakugo. But yeah. So then they were like walking around. As Zuko's like, huh. As Zuko is all happy and all that stuff. As Bakugo sees him crossing the street before. But then Zuko just straight up, or he was the only one at the crosswalk thing, as he walks, because it said go. As it turns green, as he goes, it's like walks with him. As basically a armored truck that got hijacked by a bunch of villains were speeding down as Zuko's like, as his eyes start to activate, as time stopped, time froze. As he walks around, as he punched right through the armored truck, grabs it, rips the door hinge off, or rips the door off, reaches in, grabs the villains, unplugs both the villains, or actually, let's say 4 villains, and brings them in and throws them out of the vehicle. As he did save the money before, as he grabs the car and flips it over, like he launched it all the way into outer space. Or not into outer space. Let's say over Mountain Lady's head. Or he actually tossed it around. As it was floating through, as he goes back to where he was, as time resumes normally, as everyone including Bakugo, was like, whoa, I didn't see, or what? Wait. As even Ochako and Bakugo were shocked. Huh. That even, yeah, with everyone else is like, huh. Having powers is more fun for me. As he starts, it was a murmuring to himself. As he's just like walking across the world. Or he's just like, do, 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 do. As he's just happy as a camper. Yeah. So Zuko tells, as, yeah. As Zuko ends up having so much power that even he doesn't even know what to do with. What I mean by that is basically he can't even hold himself back. As the, yeah. So Zuko, so I forgot to mention, in age of 6 years old, he did meet the Quark Doctor in a in the forest before. I know. It might sound like the murder scene, like a guy walks into a forest just to talk to a guy. Hey, yeah. Privately. So, but he tells Zuko that he actually has the powers of infinity, so he can do whatever he wants. Including, as he said, including me going into alternate universes. Like been having these weird dreams. Me in the alternate universes where I even saw my own sister as a creature with spikes all over her back. I believe her name in that universe was called Doomsday Zumi. And if you guys want me to do a alternate female Zumi thing that I'm talking about, yeah. So Doomsday Zumi, this is similar to what her, or to that what if Zuko became a Doomsday Zuko thing, one shot thing, where it takes place similar, but instead of Zumi getting shot, or instead of Inko getting shot, it was Inko and her brother got shot. Yeah. And got killed, and yeah. Zumi got kidnapped, and yeah. So, yeah. So, Doomsday Zuko, or Zumi, should I say, Zumi, she still hugs. Every time she sees an alternate version of her brother, she always had to come and hugs him. Yeah, well, now let's get back into this what if. So, the Quark Doctor tells Zuko that he has powers of infinity. And Yeah, so the only limit that he has was actually his own body. Besides that, he's unlimited power. So, yeah. So then the Zuko was like, huh. And Ochako and Bakugo, sorry, I'm trying to think of, were stunned that this kid actually stopped a robbery from, yeah, right before them. As he's like, huh. As they're like, as he's still laughing, as he basically was laughing his head off. Like how Joy Boy, or should I say Luffy, Gear 5 Luffy is. So, yeah. And Bakugo, whom, and, or first was, yeah. So Ochako asked Bakugo, should we call Zumi? Well, yeah, I think so, because if... So then Ochako calls Zumi, and Zumi picks up on the first ring and tells... So Ochako tells her that something crazy about your brother is much more crazy than I think we never expected. Like what? Well, he stopped an armored truck with his power, or with his, like, keen eye, and, like, gets villains out of there, and he picked up the entire armored truck with just one hand and threw it across the world. You must be crazy. No, Bakugo's with me, and he saw the same thing. Azumi went silent, as she can't believe that her brother had something planned. As so then a time skip, or so 15, or still in 15, Zuko, basically was just flying around, or just hopping from building to building. He's just enjoying it doesn't bother him that much. So then the time skip to All Might versus All for One, and during the time skip, Zumi gets accepted to UA, and of course Zuko couldn't because he's quirkless, but they didn't expected him to have so much power. Until, well, let's jump right into it. So during the All Might versus All for One arc, All Might was down with his legs and arms broken because it was so intense. As All for One says, all good things come to the end, just like you. As a beam of light came not at All Might, but at all for one. A green light. Boom. As a darkest silhouette, or should I say green silhouette, like that. As Zuko says, you shall, or no, you shall not hurt my friends. As a deep, dark voice of Zuko Midoriya says, you shall not hurt my favorite idol. No. Quirkless, useless, no one is more powerful than me. As when the camera got to see what's going on, as everyone and where did it not save? Yeah, I think so. So yeah, Zuko ends up basically when everyone saw what. Here, hold on. Give me 1 minute. Shocked faces. The entire class 1A here was stunned. And then class, I'm trying to find the class one, or so basically everyone that was watching the whole fight, as they see him, as the Zuko says, no one has so much power as I have. Nothing is better than being, as he tells all for one, that the only way out of this is to submit yourself to me. As all for one, that's still in his prime, says, never. As Zuko says, all right, you asked for it. As Zuko made everything, like all the debris surrounding areas, as he tells All Might to whom, like, or so he did pick up All Might and puts him over as Nezu whom says, oh boy, as he picks up, or as Blood Hero walks over, or not Blood Hero, one of the heroes, let's say Bunny Girl, picks up All Might and runs off. Yeah, because as he says, no one should hurt my friends, and no one should hurt my favorite idol. You know, I respect every pro hero that everyone, as Zuko raises his hand, as all the debris forms into a ball. As he says, now it's time for you to die. As he throws the ball. That was bigger than a moon, or not moon. It was half of the size of the moon. Like a size of a house, should I say. And Zuko throws it. As All for One says, this is, I'll survive. As Zuko says, make a bet, as spikes came out of the ground and pierced right through All for One Hun's chest, as Zuko was not messing around. As the ball-shaped thing landed, it broke All for One. As Zuko says, as he brings out, sorry, talking too long. So yeah, Zuko was pretty powerful. As he says, now this is going to be the ending for you, All for One. As he crushed his as a hand before he grabs, or before he clenched his fist, a hand comes out of nowhere and stops him from it. As it was an Doomsday Zuko's, or should I say, Doomsday Zoomies is right between his fingers. As Zoomy, or Doomsday Zoomy, says, now, brother, I know that you're not my alternate brother, but let us deal with him. As the entire crew, or no, not even entire crew, the entire planet full of Zuko came pouring into, as they all agree, as everyone saw themselves as Zuko Midoriya's, as they're like, with that much power that Zuko has, as Bakugo was like, what the heck? Even Zumi, Ochako, so all three of them said, what the heck, at the same time. As they can't believe that their friend is the most powerfulest person in the entire universe, or multiverse, that even, so, all the alternate versions goes to, like, his, so, but after the whole All for One versus All Might arc thing, or should I rename it to All for One versus the entire multiverse, should I say, as the Doomsday Zoomy hugs her brother, and he becomes a little bit embarrassed because it was way too close for even him. His own siblings could ever do. So then the next day, he sits over, or he's by himself. As the class 1A in the entire, like, Midoriya family was basically, and plus, what I mean by the, like, embarrassed, was it's similar to, or so Doomsday Zumi was similar to how, Stars and Stripes. I'll probably on Stars and Stripes. Yeah, it would be like her, but on a whole, like, if, like, Stars and Stripes and Doomsday had their own, like, daughter thing, like if they were fused together. Yeah. So that's how big thing. So now let's begin, and, like, basically, as Doomsday Zumi's like, yeah. As the government is like, man, if this kid is so much powerful than anyone, we should recruit him. Yes, but we should train him on the him guy. Like, he trains himself every day. Like, he trains pretty much every single minute. So what does Zuko do? Doomsday Zumi hangs out with him. Yeah, hangs around with him a lot, as he's glad that at least someone cares about him. So, yeah. So then so everybody's really afraid of Doomsday Zumi. Because, yeah, they don't hang around with Zuko, so, as they're like, man, yeah, they're kind of scared of you. Or so. Yeah, so then everybody, or so Inko and Nasashi and Zumi, his sister of his world, no, not Doomsday Zumi, because she's an alternate version of her, because as so they basically told him to, like, or can you be back in our family and all that stuff. So he's glad that he says sure. And Zumi asks Doomsday Zumi, hey, who are you? I am Doomsday Zumi. Please call me Zumi, number 2, should I say, because as Zumi as she can't believe it, as she asks so many questions, but he says this. what happened to you? As Zuko says, she's an alternate version. The in in her world, me and Inko died, and the Quark Doctor, or actually the Quark Doctor, killed both of us and took Zumi as her own, or as his own like experiment. Yes, that's true. I'm still ready to kill home the Quark Doctor again. Huh. And Zumi's like, wow. And when Bakugo and Ochako came, they heard the entire thing of Zumi and Zuko, or Zumi and Zuko were basically did the same thing in every universe thing. And yeah. So as Bakugo, you know, as Doomsday Zuko, or no, Doomsday Zumi, I keep getting those two confused, sorry. Doomsday Zumi used to love Bakugo. She still is. So she left him alive. Because she had no, like, hatred for him. She's in control of her own. Yeah, so. But you do not want to know what happened to Bakugo, like, her version of Bakugo. You know how, like, rulers usually put, like, the collars on certain people or certain animals? Like, treat them as animals? Well, yeah, that's what she did with Bakugo in her world. So, yeah. As now, and she wasn't torturing him. No. But she was torturing the Quark Doctor until all of the rest of time. Yeah. So, yeah. She's kind of like a bad guy, or bad girl thing. But yeah. So, yeah, so Zumi latched onto Bakugo's arm, as Ochako actually didn't love him, but she still was in love with Zuko. It's just she would rather be with someone that's powerful. So, what does she do? She hangs out, or she latches onto Zuko, and yeah. So then the heroes, like Nezu, comes out of nowhere, and crazy stuff happens. As Zuko was pretty happy to be, like, accepted to UA. And yeah, so then, yeah, so Zumi, I almost said Zuko, but Zumi went back to her world, and she still tortures the Quark Doctor. But she does like basically kisses Bakugo, you know? Yeah. So, and what I mean by like what Bakugo had like a collar thing on, he still had his clothes on. It's just yeah, in her universe. So, yeah, whatever's in that universe stays in that universe because, yeah. And reason why she did that to Bakugo is actually not what you think. Instead, she wanted him to hang around with her more. So that's a real reason why. So yeah, Zuko was. So he became number one pro hero with enough power to with that much power, and yeah. So basically, yeah, Zuko was pretty happy. He has a girlfriend, but yeah, the girlfriend and became his wife. So yeah, and yeah, but in the dark alternate version of it, I know you guys are probably like, make something that's like, make 40K universe kind, Warhammer 40K, whatever. I'm like, I am not that crazy about like certain things. And plus, in the voting poll that I did and that you guys voted for, I was hoping for the what if Deku was married to Power Girl or Supergirl, one of those two. But no, you guys chose the most powerfulest thing to go for. Yeah. Power of infinity. So, yeah. But whoever voted for it, I'm glad for you. And, yeah. Basically, now, and Zuko does, like, heal up All Might before. So his body, and it did it so well that his organs that were on his side was crushed, but now it's buffed out. Like, basically, it was now refixed and goes with his body parts too. So, yeah. But if you guys, if you guys want me to do another what if, because I'm thinking about adding the either Doomsday Zoomy that I just talked about, or the like what if, you know, some random what if that I'll pick. So, and please leave a like, share, subscribe, comment, and have fun. And if you guys want me to do that stuff, it's just, if you guys commented down, like, do hashtag Doomsday Zoomy in the comments below, then I'll hit like on it. So, peace out, y'all. Peace.